Can you identify yourself?
I'm Raul Hevia.
Thank you. You have 3 minutes.
Well, I just like to say that I second everything that Luis Leo has said in front of you, and I would submit to you, as elected officials that have sworn oath to the Constitution, that you are in violation of our constitutional rights. This is a criminal act, and you could be held accountable for it. So I'm just appealing to you so that you can redress the grievances to the people. Because we are free people, we are not to be mandated any type of directives of how we can conduct our lives in a manner that has been set forth in the Constitution of the United States. It has also been set in the Constitution of the state of Florida, that we are free to work. So as you sit there and collect your taxpayer salaries that are still coming in for you, it has not been coming in for me. It has not been coming in for my neighbor who hasn't paid his rent for the last 2 months because he hasn't earned his living, because you have enacted unconstitutional mandates against the people to be able to work, make a living, and provide food for their families and put a roof over their heads. I submit to you that you are in violation of our constitutional rights and you need to correct course. This has to be done immediately. We need to be free to be able to pursue life and happiness in this country. This is what this country was founded upon, and you have forgotten that this is a constitutional republic, and all you talk about is that this is a democracy, and you are wrong. This is not a democracy. We elect democratically, but we are a constitutional republic, and that needs to be respected, and you guys have forgotten that. So I was going to take the whole 3 minutes, but I think I'm done here because nobody has said it better than Luis Leo, and I would please ask you to remember what he said and reread the words that he said, because that is where it's at. I don't want to talk about the minutia, about the data and everything else about the COVID. You know, you have your data, I have my data. We can debate that all day long. And you know, somebody's going to win, and maybe you that have the police force behind you with all the guns will win, and us, the little people in this country, you know, will be squashed and we'll be bankrupt, and the middle class will be wiped out, and you're going to tell people how to run their businesses, whether it's 25% or 50%. That is ridiculous. You have no authority to do such things, and I expect you to correct course. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner McKinley, you're recognized.
Ms. Neiman, as our lawyer, 2 questions. Number 1, who has the ultimate authority to lift the business closures in the state, in our county right now?
I'm going to have Denise Kaufman, who is working on this, address these issues with you. It's at the very top there, I can tell you that. It's not you.
The governor closed these businesses.
Thank you. That's all I need to know. And Ms. Neiman, if you could please explain or counsel us, are we violating the Constitution?
Nothing the county has done is unconstitutional.
Thank you.
Very good. Commissioner Weiss, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to ask about the constitutionality and how public health, how that's dealt with by the state of Florida and the United States of America.
Kind of a broad question, but basically this board has the responsibility to oversee the public health, safety, and welfare of the county. We are given by statute and by common law the authority and the ability to enact orders for public safety during emergencies.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the power is essentially inherent. There is some statutory law that governs emergency orders, but there's an inherent common law right for government to impose restrictions, but it ought to be used very, very cautiously in times of emergency, and we're cognizant of that. So.
Yes.
All right. That was like a bar question he asked.
Yes, thank you.
Explain the Constitution. All right, who's up next?
We have 2 more cards, and then we have over 80 comments that were submitted.
Let me get some clarification then real quick. Ms. Neiman, you had indicated that we don't have to read each comment into the record.
That's correct.
Okay,
But they become a part of the record.
very good. And they're public record and people can access those comments if they wanted to view them.
Absolutely, they'll go to the minutes department.
Awesome, very good.
We have Josie, Makovic, followed by Arthur Johnson.
Ma'am, you're recognized for 3 minutes.
All right, guys, the 5 o'clock news is going to be live over there in just a few minutes. We got to make sure we show up. We're loud. You guys stick around for another few more minutes so we can be on the news. Make sure you are heard.
All right.
People hear you.
So we're here at the Palm Beach County Government Center, and we've been holding a demonstration here since the morning. And right now it's the 5th of May, and it's almost 5 o'clock here. And we went into the commissioners' meeting. They have all the commissioners in there talking and discussing, what are they going to do as far as reopening these counties here. And we had a number of people speak as public or citizens, and I had a chance to speak, and I did a little video of that, and we had a lot of people just share their feelings, and they were really good. I have to say, I have to admit, they were really good. And then there was Louis Leo the fourth, I think, or the fifth. I think it's the fourth. But Louis talked about constitutional rights, and he kind of stole my thunder there. But, I was happy because he made actually my job a little easier. Because I did call all these commissioners in violation of our constitutional rights. So I did call them on it. I said they had no authority to enforce any mandates, and that this was criminal. So, anyways, I might just put up that video of that later. But we're standing here trying to regain our rights. They've been taken. We live under a totalitarian government at this point. Those people, the commissioners, were speaking all the time about the democracy. This is not a democracy. How is it that we've come to this point that they are talking about a democracy when what we have is a constitutional republic where individual rights...
The USA!
Absolutely. When we have constitutional individual rights that are not to be violated by anybody, and any government official that does so is in a criminal violation, is engaged in criminal violation. So anyways, that's a message for now. Stand up for your rights. Do what you have to do to regain them. If you don't do it, we're toast. We're done. Right now, the effects of this closed economy is going to be worse than what you could ever imagine. So, hope you guys are doing well, making money, putting food on the table, and keeping a roof over your head. Love you guys. Bye.